Welcome to our lesson on money, banks, and monetary policy. We're going to look at some ways they're basic questions, but pretty important questions. And before we start to get into how banks operate and the role of money, and I mean the opening question here: why is money valuable? Right? Uh, if you have $100 bill, uh, why do people take it from you? Right? The $100 bill, that piece of paper, there's no, you can't redeem it for anything at all. I mean, you can't turn it into the government and get gold. The only reason that money is valuable, or that you might take $100 from somebody else if, let's say, you worked for them or you're selling them something. The only reason you would take $100 from somebody for your products or your services is you expect that other people will take that $100 from you later, where you can buy products or services. So the only reason money is valuable is that people think it's valuable, right? That's at least for the U.S. dollar. Now, there's other type of money that we'll explore that's not the case. That that has outside value other than simply being money. Well, the fact that we have money, you probably take it for granted. I'm guessing at Thanksgiving, if you ever said, "What am I thankful for this year?" I doubt you've ever said, "I'm really thankful that we have a system of money that is credible and people trust." Right? It's taken for granted. That's probably not something. I'm an economist, and I've never said that at Thanksgiving. Although it's something to consider, because the fact that money exists is a good thing, and it hasn't always been that way. Money's not always existed. It does now. In the U.S. has its own system of currency. Canada has a system of currency. Mexico, the euro. The Czech Republic has a separate system. Britain does. Japan, China. I mean, different countries have different currency systems. But money hasn't always existed. And before money, exchange was done by bartering. You had to have a product that somebody else wanted. They had to have a product that you wanted. And you would exchange the products directly with one another. Just what barter is. Barter is the system of exchange where you trade a product for another product. Money is not involved. The problem with barter is it relies upon a double coincidence of wants. So if you have money, it really doesn't matter if you don't have any product that somebody else wants from you. If you wanted something that somebody has and they're selling it, you just pay them in money. But let's say money doesn't exist and you want to go to the grocery store to pick up some donuts. You're going to have to find something that they'll take from you for those donuts. Right? Without money, trade only occurs if there's a double coincidence of wants. If there's something you have that you can offer them in order to convince them that they should give you some donuts. Exchanges in this case would be very difficult. Think of the college education system. How would we do that if money doesn't exist? I mean, what would you offer in barter to come to Susquehanna University? There's a lot of things like education that the systems, you'd think it would be pretty tricky to figure this out without a monetary system that works. So money is the medium of exchange. It's a standard object used for exchanging products. But money also has some other roles, right? Really, money has three roles, three main roles. One, and really the most important, is that it's a medium of exchange. It allows you not to rely on the double coincidence of wants. But very related to that, the idea of the medium of exchange is the fact that money is the unit of account. It's how we quote prices. Back to the idea of if you wanted to buy donuts from the grocery store. You know how much money it costs. That's what's quoted. It's not quoted that you need to turn in you need to give them a hammer, right? If you were on a bartering system, or if you're a good singer, maybe you sing a song for the owner of the store and they'll give you the donut as payment. right? It's not quoted in anything like that. It's quoted in terms of money. It's the standard for quoting prices, and that's what we call the unit of account, which is sort of the second purpose. One and two really go together, right? The medium of exchange and the unit of account, right? It's how products are exchanged, and prices are quoted in terms of money. The third, it can store value. So you could use money you could hold on to money and spend it later. And there are plenty of people who do that. You could work now, obtain money, don't have to spend it now. You can choose to spend that money later.